Today, I spoke to Missouri Senator Roy Blunt. I told him I didn't think any of the White House economic policies seemed to be working. Here's what he had to say.
Well, it seems like what we're doing at the White House is we're having exactly the same discussion we've had the last 2 years. We need to raise taxes if you listen to them. We need more regulation if you listen to them. We need to have all the things that really discourage job creation, higher utility bills, and they just seem to be talking about the same thing no matter how many advisors come and go. The guy at the top seems to have the same view of how you run the economy, and it's not producing the right results.
And that's an important point. Austin Goolsbee resigned yesterday. We've lost Peter Orszag. They've lost Larry Summers, some of the closest economic advisors to President Obama. Also, we heard that those daily economic advisory meetings were ending. But it just seems to me, and we follow the money, it just seems to me that this man has no concept on how to make the economy work, how to turn a recession back around into a recovery.
Well, I'm convinced that the White House has not really appreciated, and maybe the president doesn't appreciate either, the whole risk-reward element of capitalism. If you constantly penalize people who are willing to take a chance in the economy, they don't take that chance. If I can only pick one economic principle for the President of the United States to understand, it would be risk-reward. If you don't encourage risk, people don't take risk. If people don't take risk, they don't create opportunity. But we have got to get this spending under control. And on that other issue, I'm a little concerned when we start talking about these really big numbers that are way out there somewhere, that they get so big that people may throw up their hands and say, oh, we just can't solve this problem. It's way beyond solving. It's not beyond solving yet. And frankly, if you sat down at your kitchen table and talked about how much money it was going to take to raise your kids and take care of your parents and do all the things you might have to do out there in your life, you'd say, oh, there's no way we could ever do that. Well, of course, there are ways to do these things, but you can't do them if you keep spending $3.7 or $3.8 trillion a year and collecting about what you're going to collect, $2.2 trillion a year.
All right, Senator, last week we found out that the unemployment rate jumped up to 9.1%, still 14 million out of work. Clearly, all these spending initiatives, whether it's stimulus or QE 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever number they end up getting to, isn't creating jobs. You tell us, sir, how would you create jobs? How would you turn around the horrendous job market?
Well, government jobs only last as long as some taxpayer is willing to pay for them or is able to pay for them. And I think we need to be totally focused on private sector job creation. And the truth is, the government doesn't create private sector jobs, but it can have a big impact on the environment where people are making the decision about creating those jobs. And again, if it's talking about how things like cap and trade could double the utility bill at some point in the life of this job, and your taxes are going to go up if the administration gets its way, and regulations are terrifying and seem to be the administration's answer to almost every problem, the easiest thing to do is just say, I think I'm going to take my money back off the table and wait till there's a better time to create the job. We need a better environment, and government does have impact on that.
That's the word, environment. And I don't mean environment as in the environmentalist. I mean better business climate, better business environment. Let me talk to you real quickly. You only have about a minute, sir. The Commerce Secretary nominee, I've been on this for a while now, John Bryson. For me, what an illogical pick for the man who's heading the Commerce Department. How about you, sir?
Well, I think he's way out there on the exact issues that have gotten us into this, further into this situation over the last 2 years. This is not a Commerce Secretary that would help create that business climate you and I were just talking about, where people want to go out and say, I think things are really headed in a new direction. I'm going to take that chance. I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to create an opportunity. I don't think this guy leads that kind of department. I don't intend to support him. And my guess is that the president at some point may decide that this is not the nominee that can run that department.
All right, we're going to say thank you very much to Senator Roy Blunt of Missouri. Thank you, sir.
Good to be with you.
As we mentioned, another of the president's circle is heading for the exit door at the White House, his top economic advisor, Austin Goolsbee.